Hi, my name is Charlene, and this is Canadian Truth Matters. I would like to begin by telling you a little bit about myself. I was never really into politics until about 15 years ago. I started watching Jack Layton debate Stephen Harper in the House of Commons. Oh, I loved how he stood up to Stephen Harper and he told him exactly what was going on and why he was wrong for doing what he was doing. Uh, he would he would just confront Stephen, and I just thought, wow, this is so amazing. And then that's when I decide, well, I'm an NDPer. That's it. um, so I continued to follow politics, and the more that Stephen Harper did, the more appalled that I got. He was he was had a war against veterans, seniors, women, minorities, education, and I was like, what the heck is going on here? It really bring perspectives to me. I was like, what's going on? Why is this happening? And how could he be doing this to us? The thing that really got me was when he took the protection off the water. Canada used to have over 30,000 lakes, rivers, and bodies of water protected. But then all of a sudden we had 69. Still to this day, we have 69. And then he got us involved in war crimes. And then people started protesting against him because we knew that we had to stop him before it got any worse. Well, time has gone on. And, we had Justin Trudeau. And, and then now we have Danielle Smith. Well, she seems to be playing the same deck of cards or something, uh, just like Trump. She's she's going after the students or the teachers, the education system, and environment. It doesn't seem like she even cares about the Albertans. All she wants is uh, to push what she wants. She's not looking out for the Alberta's interests, not the regular people. Look at what she's doing with the municipal pensions. She put it into some kind of fund, and now who knows what's going on with that money. And then she's got the Alberta Next panel. Well, I feel sorry for Albertans, especially working for Alberta. Like, I think that actually they should go on strike against her. The election was yesterday, so I'm hoping that they there's more people that believe in democracy than against democracy. Well, I live in Saskatchewan, and Scott Moe is pretty much the same. He's following the same book. I'm so tired of watching the lies and the corruption. Like, it's up to us to stand up. That's why I figured, well, I'm gonna make this video. I'm gonna stand up and say, well, no, we had enough of this, and I'm sick and tired of the algorithms like spreading all this misinformation, and they seem to be getting more likes and more shares, and um, everybody's like, it seems like it's spreading hate and anger. Like, we can't let this happen to our democracy. I'm like, I just love following politics. Like, every day I gotta watch something on the news or some kind of podcast that's gonna inform me more about what's going on, and I hope that other people do the same. And you can't watch like things like True North and other programs like that because they're not actually telling you the truth. Uh, since the strike started in Alberta, there's uh, there's been petitions going to the Parliament against the lies and misinformation, uh, against the education system or for the education system, because there's too many lies, and there's like it should be illegal for politicians to lie to the people because they actually work for us. We're not we're not supposed to be working for them. That's not what a democracy is about. That's why we have the right to vote and everything like that. And it looks like Smith is trying to put even a kibosh into that. Like only whoever she wants to run can run. Well, that's not democracy. This shit has got to stop. Sorry for the language. I'm, and then you see what Poilievre is doing, Pierre Poilievre. Well, he continually lies, and all his platform is about slogans. Like, we don't really about slogans, and we don't care. We don't want to listen to you whining and complaining all the time. And I don't know, are you in love with Justin or something that you're always mentioning him? Oh, well, he should be, charged and this and that. Well, you sure don't bring up Harper and what he did. How many people got fired and charged? Like, you're not thinking about that. Why aren't you bringing that kind of stuff up? Oh, well, I guess you were a housing minister or something. Well, where's the houses? Why do you keep complaining about, oh, there's no housing? And as for the corporate lobbyists, well, we know who you're buddies with. Why are we getting gouged for food? This kind of shit can't go on anymore. I'm sorry, but it really ticks me off when I see what you're doing and you're spreading lies, misinformation, and it's causing conflict within our country. We don't need that kind of conflict. Not when we see what Trump is doing. Like, it's time now we all band together. Like, Trump and his tariffs, like, he's like jeopardizing all the Americans. Like, I feel sorry for the Americans. And ICE raiding people. People are scared to go outside. We don't need that kind of crap. And Smith, with wanting to have her own police force, we have the RCMP. And we want it to stay that way. We don't want some private police force because we don't want to end up going to some kind of Alcatraz and disappearing like how many people have. Like, I'm terrified to go to the States. And I think there's a lot of other Canadians that are terrified to go to the States. And we're boycotting their products, which is great. Awesome for Canadians. We have to continue to do stuff like that. I watched a program this morning with Charlie Angus from the Midas Touch, and he was talking about our domestic supplies, our domestic supply chain. That was very interesting. I think that everybody should watch that program. And it's like, it's actually good because we have management and we have unions and stuff like that. Like, do you really want to eat American meat? Because people can't even go to the bathroom because there's no unions. Canada was built on unions. We stood up for women's rights. We stood up for unions. We got fair pay. Like, look at the minimum wage in the States, like $7.50. Like, at least Alberta's are we're over $15 in most provinces except for Alberta. They seem to be falling behind. And then with her privatization stuff, they have the highest utility bills in Canada. Like, why are people supporting that? I'm lucky because I do live in Saskatchewan, and our utilities are run under the Crown of Saskatchewan. So they're based and they're regulated. But look at what happened with Texas, because there were so many private companies and their power went out in the middle of winter. We actually had that problem in Alberta. The power went out. Oh, well, maybe we shouldn't have stopped the renewables. The moratorium on renewables for 7 months. Really? Canada was at the head of renewables. And now we're going to lag behind, especially when the rest of the world is changing to renewables. We have a beautiful country, and we have mega resources. And like, I'm happy that I'm not so happy that I lost my NDP representative, but I voted for Mark Carney because I figured that yes, we need a businessman and we need somebody with a good education. We don't need some guy that's slogans and pretty much saying all the time that our country's broken. Our country isn't broken. If anything is broken, the United States is broken right now because of Trump. Oh, it just gets me in a fizzle. I like to say, well, you know, I was glad that Elizabeth May stood up and she said a few things, especially with the Trump trade wars and everything like that. I'm sorry that she's going to be departing the Green Party because I think she was a good leader for them. In the meantime, I guess the NDP, well, we have to find a new leader, and the election is probably going to be soon. I like to actually watch the energy media with Markham Hyssop. It's a really actually good program, and it tells you about how things are changing, the tides are changing with the environment, and how China and other Asian countries are all going electric. Like, we're going to be falling behind. Like, I do believe in the transition. Like, I know it has to happen. I think we all know it deep down inside. And yes, I do appreciate the oil industry and all that it's done for us and everything like that. But let's face it, Smith is a corporate lobbyist, or she was a corporate lobbyist for the oil industry, and she still is. Like, she's going around bullying, like EB and BC. Like, there's no need for that. Like, Mark Carney said that, like, we're gonna cut down the trade barriers and stuff like that, and we're gonna have an economy that runs with the whole country, and we are looking to other markets because of this trade war, and I'm glad about that. Or actually, I think that we were sold out to the United States in the first place, so change is a good thing. I like to watch The Breakdown with Nat Pike. He's actually really good, and he actually tells about the healthcare scandal, and he actually even had students on talking about the things that they're lacking in school, and I think I recommend that people watch that program. I really like The Midas Touch with Ben Meiselas, and Democracy Now! With Amy Goodman is actually another good program. And Oh, I also wanted to mention again with the Daniel Smith and Scott Moe and their notwithstanding clause, and uh, like, are you really gonna do something like that? Like, the reason that the only reason or notwithstanding clause is usually used after court. It's not to actually take people's rights away. And then this DEI. What? Bolivar? Like, are you trying to be Trump? Or are you just a wannabe? You think people are actually going to support you? And with the RCMP and everything like that? This is beyond ridiculous. Like, wow. Like, you're pushing all this fear and negativity throughout our country. Canada was always admired for being loving and open armed, and we're probably one of the few countries around the world that we're welcome in every country. Well, I guess we don't want to go to the United States anymore. I still have some relatives that go there. I fear for them, and I really don't want them to go, but I guess it's up to them. I can't wait till all the trade barriers are lifted. Like, I don't understand why that ever happened. Like, if somebody has a plumbing certificate, say in BC or something like that, and they can't bring their trade across the border, well, that needs to stop. Uh, so hopefully our whole country will be more united once we find out what's going on with Mark Carney. I'm glad that he's the prime minister, and I hope the best for our country. I don't want to see the division that Pierre seems to be wanting to push. It's just not right. We need something better. But well, if the conservatives want to vote for him because he's blue, well, I guess all the power to ya. Um, I think this I'm really not impressed with the corporate lobbying. I think that actually we have to do something about the corporate lobbying. Uh, that we need some kind of bill put through, or somebody bring up a petition and make it so that there's no more corporate lobbying to our politicians, and then like the price gouging. Like, really? Like, why are you price gouging us on groceries? And I'm talking about Loblaws and Sobeys and so on. Like, I really like Sobeys products, like especially their fruit trays and everything like that. But this is enough with this corporate uh, our price gouging. We can't afford it. Like, especially right now during the trade war. There's a few petitions going out there against the politicians lying, and especially about the education system and lying to the citizens. Like, we see time after time again, like the Pulliver and Smith, they're lying or they're hiding. Or Smith, like I call Mo Sneaky Mo because we don't know what he's doing. Like when he was trying to sell off the crown land, and then all of a sudden he did this notwithstanding clause with uh, the pronouns. Like, whatever, Smith uses a pronoun, or she doesn't use her real name. Hey, Miranda, or whatever, well, whatever your name is. We all know you by Daniel Smith. So it's okay for you, but it's not okay for everybody else. Like, come on, give me a break. Uh, I'm just thinking, what else do I want to mention to you today? Um, oh, the Alberta Resistance. If you have any issues with the Alberta Next panel, um, I advise you to go to the Alberta Resistance, and they will help you or tell you what to do if you want to put in a complaint or anything like that. And if you do have issues, I advise you to write letters or call your MLAs and tell them exactly what your issue is, because it's their job to work for us, and we can't allow them to keep all this corruption going. Like, we need to stand up for ourselves. It's time for us Canadians to stand up and stick together. And I don't know. I'm hoping that I get some. I get plenty of likes, and that people like some of the content that I share in my videos. I'm not very good at this. I was trying to read my information and everything like that, but I seem to get uh, befuddled when I read. So I figured, well, I'm just going to say it how it is, and I'm hoping that you like it better when I just talk to you. Hopefully, I can get my other mic working. I was kind of having technical issues, so hopefully I can have that addressed soon. But um, I'm not sure what else I want to discuss, but I think I pretty much covered everything that I wanted to. Oh, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do enjoy it, like it, share it, um, support it, become a member, and it's up to us. I want our country to be better than it was. Like, it's not broken, but once once everything works out, I'm sure that we'll be back and we'll be happy, and we'll support each other and everything again. I know that Canada does need some things to fix it, but hopefully we'll work out the niches and the natches, and we'll, I don't know, have a better life. Peace, love, and bright blessings to you. And let's enjoy our freedom. Love to all you. Thanks. Take care, and we'll see you soon.